It's really weird. We made it to week 6 of the NFL season. Like, we actually made it to week 6. I wasn't sure we were going to do that. Or if we did, like, would see significant schedule changes. Certainly, there have been some with the outbreaks with not the Panthers, the Patriots, and then, of course, most notably of all, the Tennessee Titans. But seems like the NFL so far is finding a way to get by. Let's hope it continues. Let's hope it continues. So one of the weird quirks about Week 6 is since we had a Tuesday night game that really was the culmination of Week 5, we don't have a Thursday night game because that Thursday night game was actually moved to Monday night. So you're going to get some like afternoon Monday football. Very interesting. And maybe some fans prefer the doubleheader on Monday night as opposed to the Thursday night game. I don't know if I'm in that boat just yet, but we shall see. In terms of my picks for last week, not the best week, I gotta admit. 8-6 picking winners, 5-8 against the spread. Like, you can't win them all, and I didn't win shit last week. You just don't have bad weeks, and as a result, you did. I did, that's for sure. Like I was way off with Buffalo beating Tennessee. Now, I didn't pick a spread in that game because at the time I was picking, there wasn't a spread. So you'll see like it's 8-6 and winners and 5-8 against the spread. That kind of explains why. For the season, still pretty good. 53-24 picking winners straight up. 43-33 against the spread. Not phenomenal, but treading water above 500. Some of these weeks you might have taken some of my picks and at least made some money. Sometimes not. So it is what it is. But I digress. Let's go ahead and kick off into my picks for Week 6 of this 2020 NFL season. Starting off with the early games on Sunday. You've got the now 1-4 Houston Texans under Romeo Crennel traveling to Tennessee to take on the Titans. Titans 4-0 after that impressive victory on Tuesday against the Bills. They smashed the Bills. It wasn't just an impressive victory. They smashed them. They beat the brakes off them jokers, excuse me. So Tennessee comes into this game. Short week, yes. Actually, very short week, but still 3.5-point favorites. First 3 victories for the Tennessee Titans, I'm like, they were kind of fluky. They were similar to the Bears. Like, they were the AFC version of the Bears in a lot of ways. They were beating garbage teams, and they were struggling to do that in some cases. But then you see that performance against the Bills, and it makes you change your thought process a little bit. But, I still wonder about this Titans team a little bit. I don't think the Texans are any good. But this is the type of game. The Texans are 1-4. They've made the head coaching change. You've got the stink of Bob away from them. This is exactly the type of danger game for Tennessee on a really, really short week that Deshaun Watson could come in and light that ass up. And I'm going to go crazy here and pick the Texans to win plus the 3.5. Yeah, being crazy here. You got the Bengals traveling to Indianapolis to take up washed-up Phillip Rivers in the Indianapolis Colts. Colts are 7.5-point favorites. I like the Colts to win, but I do like the Bengals to cover the 7.5 spread. The Falcons now, I believe, under Raheem Morris, even though he was the defensive coordinator and their defense was terrible. Why is he still in charge? Well, I guess it's better than giving Dirk Cutter the interim job because he's also garbage and trash. The Falcons travel to Minnesota to take on the Vikings, and somebody's got to win this game. Minnesota's a 4.5-point favorite, as they probably should be, because Atlanta's an absolute mess. Again, I'm just feeling a little more of my stuff this week. I don't know. I'm just feeling kind of crazy. I'm picking Atlanta to win their first game of the year here. Give me Atlanta plus a 4.5. Because Minnesota's had their struggles, too. I know they played a lot better against Seattle on Sunday night, but sometimes you just match well against the team. I like Atlanta in this matchup. Let's get a little nuts here. I like New England minus the 9.5 over the Denver Broncos. You got the Washington football team. Jesus, I'm going to do that all year long. Traveling to New York to take on the Giants. The Giants are 2.5-point favorites. I don't even know who the hell to pick. Is there a winner here? Does anybody win here? Do they? I mean, the Giants almost beat the Cowboys last week, so that was a good look for them, where the Redskins were really bad again this time against the Rams. I would assume a lot of people are probably going to pick the Giants here. So again, just to try and be a little different, it's probably going to shoot me in the ass, when it comes to the end of the week. But I'll take Washington to win plus the 2.5. Baltimore travels to Philly to take on the Eagles. I like the Ravens to win, but I like the Eagles to cover the 7-point spread. You got the Browns traveling to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Man, this is a marquee matchup in the AFC North. those top 3 teams in that division are really damn good. You got Baltimore, you got Pittsburgh, and you got Cleveland. Man, that's not a joke. It's going to be a dogfight. I'd be really surprised if all 3 of those teams don't end up making the playoffs the way it's looking so far in this season. I like Pittsburgh to win -3. The Bears travel to Carolina to take on the Panthers. I like the Panthers -1. The Lions travel to Jacksonville to take on the Jags. The Lions are 3-point favorites. You never know what the hell to make out of this Lions team. This is exactly the type of game that typically you would expect a Stafford to do well and the Lions to do well because they're playing another bad team. The Jags aren't good, so you can't just automatically pick against the Lions. But because, again, it makes absolutely no sense. I don't know why I'm feeling so many upsets this week. It hasn't been an upset-heavy season, so I'm either going to look like a real genius or going to look like a real jack-off. Shut up. Shut up. I know what you're going to say. Old cancer patient Kane looked like he just got out of the joint Kane. Got his Fleece Johnson on. Talk about booty and stuff. So, yeah, it is going to be ass because you're ass. Shut up. You're probably right, but shut up. Anyways, moving on to the late games on Sunday. I like the Dolphins -9.5 over the New York Aces. Good God. Any game that Adam Gase is coaching, you take the other team and the spread, and you feel good about it. But then you've got the Packers traveling to Tampa to take on the Buccaneers one more time. Could be for the last time ever. It's Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady, so this is certainly a marquee type of matchup. That late Sunday afternoon slot. Green Bay's favored by a point here. They're 4-0 coming off of a bye. The Buccaneers are now 3-2 coming off of that loss to the Bears last Thursday night, but they've had a long time to prepare for this one as well. I like the Bucs here. Give me Tampa +1. The Sunday night game, give me the Rams -3 all day long. When you look at the 2 Monday night games, I like KC to beat Buffalo, but I like Buffalo to cover the 4-point spread. And then when you talk about Arizona and Dallas Monday night, Arizona's favored by 1. It's not necessarily dismissing Dalton, because even if Dak was playing, that Dallas defense is absolute doo-doo. He gave up 34 points to the Giants last Sunday. So it's not so much of a reflection of Dalton. Dalton could come out and play very well against the Cardinals defense, and he might. Or they change the identity of what they do offensively, and even behind that Dallas offensive line that is no longer what they used to be by any stretch of the imagination. They could be able to establish Ezekiel Elliott on the ground and pound him. But I'm sorry, I like the Cardinals here. I do. So give me the Cardinals -1. So those are my picks for Week 6. Not feeling good about them. I feel like I'm taking too many chances, too many risks, but every once in a while you got to. No fear, no regrets. Even when you screw up, you learn from the mistakes and you move the hell on. As always, you're welcome to go against me with your picks as well. Certainly some of you don't do as well as me, and others probably do, and I applaud you both for that. The courage of at least going officially on the record, even though most people won't notice it. Smash the subscribe button. It's the first time you watch this. Like this video, share it, all that other crap. Click the bell so that way you're notified of future videos when they come out. Thank you guys. I will see you later.